Hey everybody, this is Catherine Bianchi. I'm your IT facilitator, and the purpose of this video is to show you how to assign a teacher-assigned lesson and how that's different from something called Comprehension Check and also interactive practice. All right, so let's just become acquainted with that. Under the Assess and Teach, you have the option for instruction. Now, there's two different things. There's the personalized instruction and there's interactive practice. The interactive practice does not come with the instructional video. So if you have already taught the lesson and you want to give them additional practice that's online, this is an option. However, if you want instruction to be included, then this is where you're going to want to go for personalized instruction. So I'm going to click on that and let it open. All right, so next, if you scroll down, it's going to give you all the lessons that are available in the entire program. So you want to look at your grade level. And then in my case right now, the domain that I'm working on right now is geometry. So I would click on the domain that I want to see the lessons for. And as it turns out right now, one of the skills that my students are working on is nets and surface area. So if I wanted to assign a lesson on that, it's a good idea to take a look at it first. They do allow you to preview the instruction and the quiz that comes along with it. When your students are done, then that you would see a number grade assigned for the quiz, and that's something you could potentially put into your in your grade book. All right, but I've already done that. I've already previewed it, and I'm satisfied with this. So if I was going to assign that, I would click the box and click Assign Lesson, and then you want to choose either one student or the entire class. In my case, I'm assigning it to the entire class, and I'm going to assign it to both my sections. I teach 2 sections of math. And I would want to make it available starting on Monday. And I'm looking to have that done by the end of the week. So that would be the 7th. And I can go ahead and assign. Now, I do want to let you know that you can edit it after the fact. But if you're ready to assign it, then you can go ahead and assign. Now, what would the kids see on their end? They would see when they log on to their iReady accounts, they would see something called Follow My Path on one side, and then they would see Teacher Assigned Lessons on the other side. Now, I have learned, I did this a lot when I was teaching virtually. You don't want to assign too many because, let's say they don't do them, then they start to accumulate, and then the more current ones do not even show in their feed, so to speak. All right, so let's make sure we understand about managing schedule. If you have to change it for some reason, this is where you're going to want to go to edit it. But let's make sure we understand the difference between teacher assigned lesson and some of the other options that are available in this program. So if we go back to instruction, this is what we just did. We were in personalized instruction, which is again the option that you want to choose when you want a video to be included that provides instruction. There's a guided practice in there. If you've already taught the lesson, then you can check out interactive practice. And that's kind of the same thing where you're going to choose your grade level. And then you want to look for something that you're interested in. So, again, I was working on surface area with my students. Any one of these things would be good for review. But I do want to warn you that when you assign from here, I don't think that it gives the kids any feedback. So it's really more for you and the feedback that you're going to get from this. And if a child gets a 67 on one of these assignments, they just click submit and they have no idea, which ones they got wrong. And that's also true, I believe, in the comprehension checks as well. So if you want the feedback to be provided, then you want to go with the other option. All right, but I'm not going to assign anything from here just yet because the next thing I want to show you is what else. They offer something called comprehension checks. And some teachers like to use these as quizzes, and they often include about 5 questions. So if you're interested in that, click on that. And then you would find what's nice about this is it is organized in the same, lesson 1. You don't have to hunt for it. It's right there by lesson number. And they do give 2 options for each lesson. So just as an example, I'm just going to open this up and you can preview it. And when you preview it, let me move this out of the way. You can take a look at the different questions. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever seen any exceptions of something other than 5 questions, but sometimes the questions are a little more involved. So this is the second question. Here's the third one. Here's the fourth one, and here's the fifth one. Now, again, this does not provide any feedback to the student. So if you want them to actually learn from their mistakes, this might not be a good option. This is just for you to know how well they understand. And what's nice is that they do give you a very comprehensive report that shows you, for example, what percentage of students got number 4 wrong, which is kind of a nice option, which I'll make another video to show you how you might utilize that. But again, that's comprehension check. Now, what's kind of tricky in this program is how do you look at the results of things? So you would want to go to reports, and where you go will depend on what you assigned. So if you assigned something that was interactive practice, then you have to find the results in here. If it was a teacher assigned lesson, then you have to look for it in here. So it can be a little bit tricky. And again, I'll do another video that will help you with that. And also comprehension checks, you would want to, look at the results there, because see how it says comprehension check status? That's where you want to go to see how your kids performed on it. All right, so hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Again, this is Catherine Bianchi, so my email is bianchik@scolony.org.